Property Hotspots, brought to you by Lavelle Estate Agency.
Welcome to Property Hotspots, where we show potential buyers around properties and get them to rate the local area as to how likely they'd be to move in. This week, we're in Grimsby, where a new industry has moved in, driving the town forward, giving it the reputation of the renewables capital of England. We can't come to Grimsby without mentioning fishing. By the middle of the 20th century, Grimsby had developed into a major seaport on the east coast, home to the largest trawler fishing fleet in the world. However, in the Cod Wars in the 1970s, fishing dramatically declined, meaning that Grimsby was looking for new industry in the area. In recent years, renewable energy companies such as Centrica and Dong have made their homes here in Grimsby, bringing with them much-needed jobs and skills. Grimsby is in north-east Lincolnshire, right next door to Cleethorpes. And north-east Lincolnshire is a unitary authority area in the Yorkshire and Humber region. Typically, this means the authority can function independently of other county or regional administration. In February 2016, it was reported that Grimsby generated more electricity from solar, wind, biomass and landfill gas than anywhere else in England. In addition to renewable energy, Grimsby's port is a major car import gateway, with the Grimsby River Terminal handling more than 500,000 vehicles every year as both imports and exports. Grimsby is on the up. So what will your money get you in Grimsby? Well, over the last 12 months, the average price for a detached property is around £205,000. Semi-detached properties will set you back, on average, £132,000. A terraced house, on average, will cost £76,000, and a flat will set you back around about £68,000. Grimsby is home to a hugely diverse range of properties, from apartment flats to parkview homes with their own swimming pool. Traditional terraced townhouses, bungalows, semi-detached and detached properties, all situated within the relatively small town centre. And local industry mean that we should hopefully be able to find something to fit with our buyers' needs. Right, it's time to meet those buyers and find out what they're looking for. And Phil, great to meet you. Welcome to Grimsby.
Thank you.
Thought I'd take you for a nice slice of cake just to warm you up this morning.
Brownie.
It is good, isn't it? Now, before I make my mind up as to which properties I'm going to show you, I need to know what you're after.
Well, we've two requirements really. We're looking for a house to live in ourselves, and there's only two of us, but we like a lot of space. We like it to be very nice. We have high standards.
Right, and you're looking for something for the home side of it, something ready to move into, that not too much. Yeah.
Ready to move into.
Too much to do.
Yes.
And the second
property, we're looking at an investment property. So we're looking to rent to families. So it's going to need a garden. It's going to need to be reasonably child friendly. It'd be great if it was like all done and we didn't have to do anything, just put a tenant in.
Are there any deal breakers on both requirements? Are there any deal breakers for you?
The property that we live in must not be on a busy road.
Right.
Must have a garage.
Must have
Because I've got a sports car.
Do you have a garage now?
No.
Private parking, but not a garage.
Right. Okay. So it must have a garage,
Yeah.
not on a busy road. And for the tenancy, for the rentable?
It's got to have outside space. It's got to have 3 bedrooms.
Right.
But that's about it. And it's got to be in good order.
Okay. Right, well, let's finish this cake up and see what Grimsby has to offer.
Okay.
While they make their way to the first property, let's take a more in-depth look at how Grimsby has reinvented itself as a home for renewable energy. With companies like Siemens, Centrica and Dong Energy moving into the local area, and huge projects ongoing such as the construction of the Racebank offshore wind farm being serviced from operation bases in Grimsby, movement into the area has increased, with new labour and skills being generated in the construction and operation of these sites. Centrica were one of the early movers into bringing renewable energy operations into the Grimsby area, and Catherine York, the offshore logistics manager with Centrica, can see why the area is perfect for this industry.
I moved to this area 4 years ago. I came here because of a job that was involved in the offshore wind industry. It was something I had some experience in, but I was really excited to actually move over to an area that I saw as having gone through a period of industrial decline and come into something that was so new and so big and was going to do so much for regeneration of the area. Grimsby is developing a reputation as being the renewable energy capital of the UK, and I have to expand that to be the entire Humber region. There's so much in the way of the facilities here that will be supporting the development of the offshore wind sector. And really, with the amount of wind farms that we have in operation, the number that are planned and are going to be constructed over the next few years, there's going to be nothing to rival this area.
This is our first property. As you can see, it's right next door to a park. Lovely, big, semi-detached property.
It's got
4 bedrooms. It's got
curb appeal.
Curb appeal.
Nice properties around the house look good, and it's a no-through road, which is very good.
Everything's looking new. I'm
It's
liking
looking
it.
good.
Low maintenance property.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ticks
It's
the
looking
box.
good.
Right, on that
Very
note,
good.
let's go and have a look.
Okay.
Right, so this will be the main living area in here. You've got your wooden floors,
Very
wooden
nice.
doors, oak doors here.
Yeah, I like the doors. I
Um,
like the furniture on doors as well.
The builder's just put in a brand new marble fireplace there as well.
Not really in keeping, don't like that so much.
You know, you could get rid of it, just put it in. I'm sure we can have a word with him.
But I love the window. I love the lights coming through the window. It's nice and bright. Floor's great. Really great.
Well, that's good, because all the way downstairs, the oak flooring's already been put in,
Yeah.
and the chap who is also the builder that owns the property has left the whole of upstairs for the buyer to make a decision. So you can have an option, either the same wooden flooring, the oak flooring, or a carpet upstairs as well.
Be wood.
It would be wood.
Hay carpets.
Okay, so I'm taking you into what I think is the piece de resistance of the property.
Yeah, this is the main one.
It's nice, light area here.
Yeah.
I just love the size of it, but the fact that it still feels really homely, like a really beautiful entertaining space.
And we've got the wood again.
Yeah, it's all the way
Yeah,
through.
it's lovely. The floor's great, and the pull-up sockets are great, and it's gas.
And it's all brand new as well. So all of the fittings and the fixtures are all included and brand new.
Good lighting.
I mean, about the light, look at the windows.
Are they bifold?
Do you know, they're not bifold actually.
It's a
There's
shame.
just one door on the exit there, but you can always put your own stamp on it.
I think that's definitely something we do.
Yeah, I think he's missed a trick there.
Yeah.
Right, well, I can't wait to show you upstairs.
Whoa.
Okay.
Come on then. So this is the master room, but of course there are 2 rooms that are a nice size like this that are en suite, and then the 2 smaller
Right, so you
rooms
could
as well.
Use either really, depending on what you wanted to do.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. One at the front, one at the back. It's entirely your decision, isn't it?
Big again, isn't it?
Big.
It's lovely.
Nice space for wardrobes that end, isn't there?
Yeah, and you've also got, I mean, it's lovely and bright in here.
It is bright.
I think that's been the overriding feature in the property, hasn't it? All the
But
lights.
it's bright.
It makes it
Nice to
makes it feel grand.
It does, and it's also been finished off to a really, really high finish, and with the shower room in there, brand new.
The ensuite's good.
Yeah.
It's nice ensuite.
Yes, really high spec in here.
you want to see outside?
That would be great.
Okay, let's go and have a look. So you've got a nice sized garden. He's just put in the brand new fencing as well. Got your garage there, and at the bottom there is the option to pop in an office down there, or you could knock that down, but it's already got water and electricity down there as well.
Well, it could be quite useful, couldn't it? It's already built. It's nice that there's big trees on the outskirts of the building. Makes it feel really green and leafy.
And you're backing straight into the park as well, so
That's good. No neighbours.
you're not overlooked.
Certainly make a short commute, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Down to the bottom of the garden. A garage for the sports car.
As long as you don't go on about a bike.
Now, I want to know how much you think this property's on the market for.
Well, we're from Louth, so we kind of know their prices and not Grimsby prices. If this was in Louth, it would be about 400, 420, and back into the park, maybe a bit more.
Right, so you're thinking somewhere about 430 mark?
Well, that's Louth prices. No, Grimsby's a bit cheaper, so let's say 350, round about that.
Okay, so Anne's at 350, Phil?
I'm going to cop out and go for 340.
Oh, you Well, I think you're going to be quite surprised, actually. It's on the market for 275,000.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good.
Gosh, that is good.
I'm going to leave you to have a little bit of another look around.
Okay.
That's great.
And have a think now that I've shell-shocked you with the price. And then we'll have a little bit of a chat after.
Okay,
Right.
wonderful. Thank you.
No worries.
Cheers.
Property Hotspots, brought to you by Lavelle Estate Agency. Property Hotspots, brought to you by Lavelle Estate Agency.
The average property price in Grimsby is around £133,000, making Grimsby an attractive proposition for both people moving into the area and investors. The University Centre Grimsby brings in students from all around the world, and with the changing face of industry bringing in new labour into the area, they're all looking for somewhere to make their home. Grimsby boasts a variety of house styles, making finding a home to suit your needs nice and simple. Oakley is home to some of the oldest homes in Grimsby, with some of the cottages dating back to around the mid-1800s, while the Quarter development in Scartho is home to brand new modern homes close to the centre of town. Before we catch up with our home buyers and check out property number 2, let's see something else that Grimsby has to offer. One of the fastest growing sports in the UK right now is footgolf. You can probably take a wild guess, but it's played in the same way as golf, except players use a full size 5 football instead of a golf ball, and the holes are, of course, much bigger. Grimsby is home to a brand new full UK footgolf affiliated footgolf course, and locals have been loving it since it opened. Kieran Laurie of the UK Footgolf Association explains why the sport has come to Grimsby and why it's a great location for it.
Footgolf, it started 4 years ago when we started with our first course in the UK. It's basically golf, but with a football, without the golf club. Very simple. It's played on a golf course, but instead of hitting the ball with a club, you basically kick the ball along the golf course. It's the same scoring system as golf, it's the same etiquette as golf. The great thing is it's accessible for anybody really, that's the key with what we try and do. So Grimsby is one of our key sites really. We operate a number of sites across the country. Grimsby was one that we really wanted to get hold of. You know, it's an up and coming town. You've got a lot of great things here. You've got the coast, you've got a lot of tourists coming into the area to Cleethorpes and along this coastline. You've also got the Lincolnshire Wolds and the countryside just on our doorstep as well. It's a large town, so we've got plenty of people here. The site was available, obviously importantly, but it was just something that we thought offered us a lot of potential. We take on sites in key areas that offer potential for us rather than buying sites that are kind of top of the game. So this is something we can get our hands on and mould, and you can see by the bar that we've done out that you know, we've invested a lot of money and time into it, and you know, we'll continue to do so.
I've shown our buyers an option for their brand new home, but they're also looking for an investment property. Let's see what property number 2 holds. This is property number 2. Now, the property this morning was something to think about for you to live in. And I know you mentioned that you wanted an investment property, so I thought this afternoon I'd show you something more buy-to-let. It's a mid-terrace, very spacious 3-bedroom. Rentability-wise, it's about 5-7 minutes to town and equal distance to the university as well, so kind of perfect placement, really.
Right, yeah.
It's got a nice casement window, hasn't it? Nice square window.
And
It's quite good.
it's the type of thing that does rent well, yes. So yeah, we're itching to get inside, to be honest.
Looking for buy-to-lets is typically we want it to be a really nice family house, because then we know we can rent it.
You up for going in?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah? Right, so this is the lounge.
Oh wow.
Nice family-sized lounge area.
That was cute. That fireplace is stunning.
Original fireplace.
That is stunning. That really is pretty.
The height of the ceiling's amazing, isn't it? And the original quality.
It's been very well
Very
cared
pleasant.
for.
And also, the bonus point of it being so well cared for is, of course, if you wanted to do some work in here, you could do some work, but in fairness, you could rent this out straight away.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll ask her if she'll leave the furniture.
Yeah. Right, let's go and see the rest of the house.
Okay.
So I think you might be quite impressed.
Oh, this is big, isn't it?
It is really
It's
big.
really big.
And not just the length, but the depth of it as well.
And that casement window makes it stunning, doesn't it?
Yep, throws in so much light. And then the width of the kitchen.
Such a big room for a terrace, isn't it?
Yeah,
It is. It's beautiful.
perfect for family, I think.
Yeah.
You'd live in this area in here, wouldn't you?
Oh,
Makes it
absolutely.
very rentable.
Very, very rentable. You can just imagine a family being in here, very happy, never wanting to leave. Good tenants.
Absolutely.
Right,
Happy tenants.
happy tenants upstairs. Let's do it. So the skylight up there, the original storage
very
unit
nice.
just there as well,
Yeah, it's a lovely feature.
and a
Lovely that all
lot.
those features remain.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
perfect, isn't
It
it?
is.
That she's
Ooh,
kept
tree
them.
house. Tree house.
Lovely leafy view outside.
Yeah, that makes it very nice.
It makes it actually feel as though you're really not overlooked, though, in this room.
It's a decent sized room, isn't it?
Mhm.
It's quite big.
I don't think you couldn't say that about any of them. They're all huge.
Yeah, but this is a big bedroom.
It is a great selling point for rentable properties, though. You're very quiet. Are you thinking? Is it you?
No, big thinking.
You're processing all the
Big thinking,
information.
because this is the investment. There's lots of figures going on in our heads. My head.
I was waiting for that. Right, should we go see outside? So here is the serenity of the back garden with your own lake.
Pond. It's very cute.
Unfortunately, the fish don't come with the house,
Oh, that's a shame.
and she is taking the pots with her. But it's a really nice space, and it's southern facing, so lovely sun trap.
Yeah, it is lovely. What I like about it is it's manageable. It's not, sometimes these gardens that go on and on and on.
Because there's not a blade of grass inside.
But perfect for renting, isn't it?
Absolutely,
Perfect
yeah.
for anybody. Grass is horrid.
Yeah. Well, not all grass is horrid.
It belongs to big stately houses with a ride-on lawnmower.
Or a park.
Or a pond.
But it is perfect for renting.
Absolutely.
It's cute, isn't it?
Now, what do you think that this is on for? So mid-terrace, 3 bedrooms, nice yard, lovely open plan downstairs. What do you reckon?
Well, guess I'd like it to be south of 100,000, but I'm not sure that I'm going to manage that. But that's where I'd like it to be.
I think just under 100.
Okay. Slightly over. It's on the market for 112.5. But I'm sure she'd be open for offers.
I think that reflects the care she's taken of the property. I do.
Well, the local area's changed for a positive, really. You've got a couple of hotels recently there that have been erected, some good restaurants. The town centre's been redeveloped as well, so as soon as you walk off that train station, it looks so much better than it did a couple of years ago. A couple of key things that brings buyers to the Grimsby area is definitely property values. You get an awful lot of property for your money at the end of the day. I mean, there's local cities and areas around the Grimsby area where values start to increase quite a lot. So central Grimsby, you can get a lot for your money.
Wow, busy old day, 2 properties down. Now, I feel as though the first property, I might have hit your requirements. No through road, lovely big house ready to move in with some features in there, some period features. So let's recap on that and how you feel about it now.
Well, the position of the house was lovely. The fact it was by a park, it was a no-through road. And the builder had done a very nice job on it. He really had. Negative parts were the fireplace in the lounge really didn't do that lovely lounge justice. And we think he'd missed a trick by not putting bifold doors of that huge kitchen into the garden.
And I loved the space. Like, every room was like in a really nice proportion, and you felt comfortable as you walked around. Yeah, no, I really like that one.
Okay, so that's the home side of things. So we've got a nice interest in the home property. Now, property number 2, your investment property.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? We haven't really sat down and had a conflab about that one.
It was a very much loved home, wasn't it? She'd so taken care of it.
It was immaculate.
It was very immaculate.
Yeah, no, again, the room sizes were really generous, and you had that nice feeling of the space, which I guess I didn't realise before, but is a key requirement for me. So yeah, that really worked. The only downside there was perhaps the road, but that's with my homeowner's head on and not with my investor's head on. So
Successful day?
Oh, very good. I think we've had our eyes opened about Grimsby.
there's a lot more green than I expected, and we've driven around different areas, and it really has turned into somewhere that we would consider that perhaps we wouldn't have beforehand.
Grimsby's won you round.
It has.
Oh, wonderful. Well, great day. Grimsby seems to be a winner all round. Our buyers leaving with not just an investment property, but also a home for them to think about. Absolutely perfect day. Join us next time on Property Hotspots.
Property Hotspots, brought to you by Lavelle Estate Agency.